Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Today's character random is not the same character as last time yet. Okay, there we go. It's Lazarus. Wow, I accidentally hit it a bunch of times. All right, Lazarus. Here is your seed, and Lazarus is. Let's see. Did we get? Obviously, we got Curse of Darkness. Okay. I'm gonna try the pill. It's a luck up. So that actually kind of sucks that I tried it now, because that means that I am now at 0 luck. When I respawn, which I'll do this floor, I won't gain any luck. So if I had waited to use that until I had respawned, then I would have had 1 luck instead of 0. But now, even after my respawn, I'll just be at 0. Sucks. So Lazarus has a respawn, which allows him to gain a 1.2 damage multiplier and then some other stats, as well as the anemic item, which when I get hit in a room will cause me to track blood. That does basically no damage, and really it's just a range up overall, and that's about it. This is a pretty mediocre item. It's a speed up, and if I come into contact with an enemy while moving fast enough, I do contact damage up to 18, which is actually a pretty fair amount of damage. It's very hard to use. But there, that was me doing it. So, even though I only have 1 health, I tried for a long time to consider it worth it to save the health from not having respawn yet in order to take extra stuff from a devil room, for example. It's just not worth it in my experience. Dying right away and then starting to stack up your soul hearts and whatever else is just way better, because having the stats up so that you can do things like get the luck up that I just got and have it be a positive, for example. That's just one example, but it's just way better to just respawn early. Die right away. If you can get something out of it, do, but don't wait until the next floor when you've already built up a couple soul hearts and stuff like that to waste them, when really you only want to be wasting your red hearts. Which, by the way, a lot of the time you won't get to, because devil rooms just don't always have stuff in them, as well as them not always costing that much. And if you get 1 health up on the first floor, well, that's funny. So say you get 1 health up on the first or second floor, you can probably pay for the vast majority of devil rooms that you can possibly get already. Which is kind of why I don't see the point in saving it. This is actually a really funny boss room. I like this a lot. Okay. That's 0.5 damage up and some amount of range up. I'm into that. And now I will go die. Alright, that's fine. You have a ton of invincibility when you revive, so I can just walk out anyway. It's not like I have to lose extra health, and even if I did, there's an extra heart laying around right there, and I will go to the likely secret room, which, by the way, isn't always a very safe guess to make, because it likes to do whatever it wants and be wherever it wants. I swear, just because I don't blow anything else up with it, it doesn't want to be useful. With my only key, I will go in here in case there's a soul heart, because I have 3 bombs, but as it turns out, that wasn't worthwhile. I'm going to use 1 bomb here. Alright, I'll use another, because that one gave me 5. That one also gave me 5. If this one somehow gives me 4... Oh, you punk. That was so uncool. I was thinking about commenting about that, I could bomb it 3 times and get 15 cents if I'm lucky, but the odds of that are so incredibly slim that it's not even worth entertaining the thought. And then I got 1, and then I got 2, and I was like, well, I have to try. But it really is astronomically low chances, sadly. So anyway, that just sucks. That dude jumped a little farther. And there goes my devil room, which I guess I would have lost sooner, because I would have had less damage, so stuff wouldn't have died as fast. But if I hadn't respawned. But that's just so unfortunate. So now I'm on death's door. But that's not a big deal. I have good damage for this early in the game, which is mostly what matters. And I can definitely go to this, where I can pick up a soul heart, as well as piggy bank, which gives me 3 cents and makes it so that I drop money that I didn't already have whenever I get hit. Okay, that was close. But yeah, my damage output is really good for this early in the game. Nothing to be too upset about. So that gives you full health. You can break it. And I got 2 soul hearts from the Tinted Rock, which is awesome. So I one-shot these guys right now. Next floor I won't, unless I get a damage up again, which I'm not even guaranteed my Devil Room, sadly, because stuff happens. So I might not. Sometimes things do happen, though. It is really nice for this floor to be one-shotting everything, though. Dry Baby is a good first familiar. It absorbs enemy tears, and when it does so, each time it has a chance to activate a Necronomicon effect for 40 damage to all the enemies in the room. So generally, when possible, I just want to park myself behind it, let it take any tears, and possibly kill everyone. You know, hey baby, want to kill all humans? It took a little while and I had already handled everything, but it did want to kill all humans with me for a moment. Like I said, it's a solid first familiar, because giving it the max maneuverability means that you can always get it between you and a tier pretty much. And you definitely don't want it past third. It's pretty much useless past third. Really, you only want it first or second. And first I'm totally cool with. So let's get really, really lucky and manage to get Devil Room anyway. So it's not always super safe to try to allow... Yeah, that's why. Because Monstro's tiers kind of do what they want. So even if you're perfectly behind it, a tier can still kind of get around it and over and hit you. So we got a health up. And look, I can take both items in Devil Room. Because, you know, Devil Rooms. So because he's here, can get a guaranteed payout from him. So Guppy's Head, good item, and Flight and Spectral Tears, good to have. Okay, we're good to go. So is there anything I needed Flight for on this floor? I don't have the map, so I can't really speak for sure. But Guppy's Head is 1/3 Guppy, which is nice. And it allows me to spawn 2 to 4 Kamikaze Flies every single room. Oh, battery though. I knew there were a couple batteries, which is good. And then I can go in here just because, which doesn't help me at all, so I really just gave up a half soul heart. That's not a huge deal either. I do want to fight in there, actually. I'm thinking I'm going to do that. Well, that could have been better. Could have been worse, too. And we're almost prepared for the next shop, which is good. So for obvious reasons, I'm going to take a few less chances. Really, that's incredible. I'm going to take a few less chances with my choices for dodging on this boss. Also, it's pretty much impossible to tell which of the tiers the monster shoots will do a full heart and which will do a half heart. Another reason you don't want to mess with him too much. Alright. Alright, it's cool. Sucks that I have no health anymore, but what are you gonna do? Bullet gets between us, bullet. Tear gets between me and my dry baby, and it's all over, man. It's all over. Well, I kind of have to, don't I? Oh, thank you. Even if I don't want any of this, this is, you know, useful to just get me out of there. But yeah, I can't take that stuff without, you know, getting wrecked. Okay. It's not where I asked to go. Come on, hit me up with the soul heart. Or don't. I'll probably come back for that, either if I get this health, or if I get a soul heart from the shop. Lemon party. Alright, that's a good pill. If I ever get another one and get to use it again, then it will be fantastic. How did that? I just wasn't over the gap. Are you kidding me? This is getting a little ridiculous. I found the boss, but do I want to say that I'm definitely going to no-hit the boss? Because I don't think I want to say that. That should have been the top secret room. I'm a little concerned. I think that's a good way of putting things. Alright, nice instant gratification. Stuff dies very easily when they're grounded and you have that particular pill. Note that I do get quite a lot of range up from anemic. It's a good range up. And that's all it's good for. Oh my god, stop dodging so effectively just by trying to stay diagonal to me. Thank you. So obviously this room dead ends, but that's what I wanted. Just more chances to get good, useful stuff. So I could go fight the boss now and that would be fine. Well, sometimes you're a little too fast for your own good. You make it stupid. You'll note I am quite fast. So now I don't get to go to that curse room like I wanted to. Yet. Okay, we good. Nope. Thank you. Shop and item room looks like they're gonna be in the same spot pretty much. It's nice being fast as far as dodging is concerned. I almost knocked back that enemy into myself though, which would have sucked. Be awesome if you didn't both waste yourselves. Thank you. Tiny planet, yeah, that's definitely not worth the risk at this point. Definitely not. However, I can certainly work with Hive Mind, which increases the size and doubles the damage of my flies and spiders. Candle probably was still better to take, but Hive Mind is fun. That sucks. But we got it back. Could have gotten that if I had thought to. But that's alright. Can fight the boss now. Everything will be totally okay. And we don't need the devil room. It would be better if we didn't get it. It would be awesome if I had a bomb. But I used my bomb for evil. You stay right where you are, peep. Seems my knockback is not quite enough that I can redirect the eyes particularly effectively. That's always unfortunate. Because it's nice when you can just kind of camp out and prevent the eyes from ever getting to you if you want. But these eyes don't want to cooperate. Nor does Peep, it seems. Alright. Magically, the eyes always find a way to be right near me and not on the other side of the room completely. But yeah, my DPS has already fallen off pretty much for the most part. And this gives me bombs, so perfect. See what we got. And a black heart, of course. But mostly the bombs are what matters. 5 bombs, I could get the candle, but then I wouldn't really have a use for my flies and my hive mind. So I'm just going to keep it and have more fun. Even if it doesn't do more damage overall. And that's okay. Thanks, buddy. Oh, I thought I'd use this pill. Health up is honestly something I want right now, so I'm into that. Oh, yeah. And I mean, that could be a health down pill. I won't know until I have more health than I expect to have for quite a while. Nope. Okay. Destroys all the rocks and props in the room. That's kind of useful. Alright. Sure, let's break all these just in case of magic mushroom. Flies, please. Attack. It's nice having flight. Alright, sure, this is a chance for a random mushroom effect each room. One of those being the Krampus. That's, you know, the best mushroom. So obviously, Are You a Wizard is pretty awful. And the smart thing to do is wait it out 30 seconds, no big deal. But can get something done with this. Look, I cleared half the room. I'm gonna go to the curse room as well. Gonna be great. What could go wrong? See, look at that, it was great. I mean, I'm just trying all the pills today, so I guess I'll try. Come on. Hit the dry baby. Or don't. Paralysis. I mean, that doesn't matter. Just don't wait flies on flies, and it kind of did. I'll go in there. I'd take a build reroll right about now. 5 is a redo of the floor, which, considering this is Caves 2, and I'm at such a bad time, I may as well, because it's not like I'm making boss rush. The world. Oh, both of them are the world. Well then. Yeah, I'll take the Parasite. I have Spectral Tears. Parasite with Spectral Tears, fantastic fun. So the Parasite causes my tears to split into 2 perpendicular tears, perpendicularly traveling tears, that do 1/4 of my damage whenever they hit enemy or an obstacle. And with Spectral Tears, that'll include going over a rock, even though the tear travels through, so you get a ton of splits in not a lot of time. And it looks and sounds and is awesome. So that's why I want to do that. I like the Parasite a lot. And we're good buddies. Thank you for dying. I managed to not pick up any health for the entirety of the floor somehow. So if I position myself properly on this fight, I can get extra hits by the tiers splitting and splitting and then splitting again. Even if each one does a quarter damage of the last, it adds up. So, as you can see, I'm definitely making better time here. And I didn't even optimize the positioning of Dry Baby. Sure, another health up, why not? So now I'll go redo this floor. And then I'll use the world right away, most likely. Which will tell me there's not much to do right here. Okay. Whoops. Alright, well, I'm gonna just take the hit, since he was gonna pay out for the 6th anyway. Another world card. What are the odds? Okay, I'm gonna fight in here as well. Well, that's unfortunate. That's even more unfortunate. Alright. I'll just chill. Dry Baby would not have had me there if that had continued. That's okay. It's tougher with non-stationary enemies to get multi-splits, because you have knockback that just causes them to not get hit by the extra ones. But in the right circumstances, this boss will cooperate, as you saw a couple times. But man, my damage output is not good. I'm very far behind the curve at the moment. And no amount of not dying and respawning was going to change that. So it's nice when I get a tears up, even if it's a damage down, just because my fire rate is kind of butt. So great. Bum friend. Honestly, I don't even want bum friend, but I'll take it. Ah, you are the wrong bum for me to care about having the lovers. I might want to have full health though, honestly. As much as I'm preparing for the future by not. I might want to. It might be better. What do you got? Another world card. And another world card. So is this room always double world now or something? Because that's not the case, and that's just actually ridiculous luck to have that happen twice, that it's double world. Okay, I absolutely want this in my life. Floors no longer have curses, and I gain a black heart. Obviously, though, the value of all cards has been replaced by 21 in the world. There are no other cards in the video game anymore. Welcome to the future. The plus side is, I don't have to worry about curses, so whenever I want to use the world, it will work. I will get the map. Okay. Cool, thanks. Hello, Huge Larry Jr. Well, if only a Blackheart were on top and I only had half of it left. That would be the best. Well, it's fine. Now Blackheart is on top, but I do have more than half left. Dang. Could have been so much help. There we go. That's a little bit of a risky play, but it's definitely better at this point. Dork 1. Here to wreck my day. So it's nice when he's charging because then he does take a bunch of multi-hits because he just goes straight through the tiers. See? So I very much appreciate that. Alright, almost there. Gotcha. Alright, shot speed up and a card. Double my money, sure. Yep, Dork Bum. Picks up red hearts for every 1.5 red hearts it picks up. Gives me a soul heart, black heart, or friendly or enemy spider. So that means I'm definitely going to go back to pick it up. And then we're one bum away from Super Bum once again. So it would be pretty swell if that were to show up in my life. I'm not going to go to the curse room. I'm just going to go get these two. Thanks, yo. Okay. Let's go to the next floor. So we're once again double bummed. We just need to become triple bummed. I'm not going to get the key bum though. It's not all that common. Or if I do, it'll be late. Oh yeah, I can just use this. I'm going to take the damage. Just because, you know, honestly, screw that. Okay, I want to see what's in here. Sadly, we've made no headway towards Guppy so far. And that will likely continue to be the case. Alright, you do that to yourself if you want. Because I don't have very good knockback as far as you're concerned. Sure, I mean, I don't want lucky money or anything. I hate when my money is lucky. Bum Friend just, like, doesn't give anything particularly useful. Ah, that sucks. Perks, that's a wafer effect for the room. Puberty does nothing. That's, well, it's purely aesthetic. Paralysis is purely useless. Come on, Dark Bum. So get me a thing. Thanks, yo. Just get rid of it mostly. And then we're going to go to the item. Well, we're going to check this sacrifice room. Because it does, in fact, have health for me. And then we're going to check this item room. Which will have a key bum in it. Just because this game wants me to be happy. Don't question that, by the way. He's turned over a new leaf. Now, friendly spider. Bloody Lust. As I get hit on a floor, my damage increases up to 6 times. First 3 are worth less. Last 3 are worth a lot more. Can get a lot of damage out of it. However, I probably won't, because I can't really afford to very much of the time. There you go. Screw it, man.
Infested.
And not useful. Full health, not useful. Health up I can carry. Tears down, that's why I don't use pills. No, that's not why I don't use pills alone. Tears down's always been there. But that kind of, usually you get a lot of bad pills. Health up and strength will be essentially the same thing for me, since I'm just going to carry them in case I want to buy extra stuff from the Devil Room. But actually strength is better because it's filled. So that means if the price feels like changing from red hearts to soul hearts, I can change them back. That's my own fault. That's unfortunate. And that'll kill everybody. Tears up finally and shot speed up. So I want both of these. Conveniently that works in my favor because I can take the second guppy piece. I can use strength and I can take this. And then we're good. So now I have an orbital that does a ton of damage. 15 per hit. And blocks tears and is really good. And then I have Guppy's Paw, which I didn't keep obviously because what that does is turn 1 red heart into 3 soul hearts. Which, well, I had none, so it wasn't useful. Good. Nice. That was very kind of you. So, I mean, that was obviously my chance. But the game felt, as it usually does, that I'm much better off with a Curse of the Tower. Because obviously that's just true. So I don't want full health, but I kind of want to allow for this in case I get a Devil Room. 3 flies, 3 spiders. So that's good. Need to play a tiny bit more carefully. But I don't want to play too carefully. Because this floor, at the very least, I've gained some advantages from having Bloody Lust. This is the last floor where I can kind of do that and not be considered overly reckless. So, then again, most people seem to think I'm overly reckless when I take any damage. Nice. So I need to find, like, the item room and such. For once, I don't have the full map. With 31 bombs, I also want to find the shop. Oh, wow, that sucks. So sure I'd kill it. Thank you. Proptosis gives me a scaling damage multiplier on my tears. At the closest, my tears will do 2 times as much damage. At the farthest, before they dissipate, they'll be doing 1.3 times as much damage. This is pretty much what I needed, though. And I'm pretty sure that the flies and spiders will count things as if my damage is 2.0 times whatever, rather than scaling or anything. So I basically just, you know, doubled my flies damage. Which is quite useful. So here's the shop, and I saw a curse room, and since I have all this health, I'll go there too. I have to get BFFs. It increases the size and doubles the damage of my familiars, if relevant, which in the case of the Sacrificial Dagger is. So, that's great. Magician, there we go. That's what I'm here for. Alright, well, you're dead. And then you are going to give me a small rock. No. I tried. You're going to get me the devil room. Ah, plus 2 damage. Fantastic. Alright, I'm good to go then. But I need a half heart to show up somewhere. So I'm going to use this. And I'm just going to steal that. And that was pretty much perfectly within my plan. So I've already missed Hush. Magically. So Krampus in here. No, in fact. Goat Head, which guarantees that every devil or angel room will show up and stay open for me. Which isn't really all that useful. I'll get the next 2. But one will be Krampus, and one will be stuff that I can't really afford on Soul Hearts because Soul Heart deals are way too expensive. But I don't want to pick up Red Heart containers because I might get nothing. It's a bit too late in the game for Red Heart containers, basically. Alright. Enemies that come into contact with me get poisoned for damage over time. And if they die after that, they have a chance of dropping a Black Heart. And it's a decent chance, because I had to get hit in order to activate it. So life is pretty good, basically. Alright. So that's Krampus. And I get Lump of Coal, which increases the size and damage of my tears based on the distance they've traveled. As you can see, the size change from Proptosis is still stronger, but they are gaining the damage additively from the Lump of Coal while they're losing damage multiplicatively from the other thing. So that is just not worth it to take. If I really have to take stuff from the Devil Room on this floor, then I will be fine. I'll live or I won't, and it'll be more interesting because I'm closer to death. That's how I prefer to do things. So now you want to give me a soul heart. Whatever, man. I gave you all the time in the world, and you're just like, no, it's cool, I don't have one. And you're like, oh wait, never mind, I do. It's like, get in your road trip car ride for like the past hour. And like, oh, you need to go to the bathroom before we go? And no, it's fine, we'll be fine. And right when you leave, hey man, when's the next stop? Alright. That's, you know, Dark Bum is a little child, basically. Don't want to be his babysitter, though. Or mom, you know, I'm not very much a mother, as I am a male that doesn't like kids, so, you know, be a pretty bad mother. Oh yeah. And I have to check this in case it's 3 red chests, which still do not in fact give me the item of my dreams, which will make me guppy. But you know, that's cool. The item I did get gives me 5 more bombs and makes my bombs poison enemies for damage over time, which is like cool and good and ish and whatnot. Just not quite what I need. Fine. You take that. Hope you liked it. I think I know this. Oh, that's good. Here's hoping I actually chose right for once. It's a random teleport since there are no more shops. Thanks. Nice. I owned them in the dodge fight. I'm gonna take both of these. Yeah, screw it. Contract from below gets me an extra of every drop I get from a room, like for the end of the room, not for like, oh, I killed an enemy and it dropped something. So if I get a chest for the end of the room, I'll get 2 of them, which is mostly what I care about because the chest, they're all going to have items in them. And then Gimpy, when I get hit, there's a chance that I drop a soul heart or a black heart. When I kill an enemy, there's a chance it drops a half red heart, which is great with Dark Bum. Oh, I didn't kill him in time. Alright, well, I'm out of here. So the pill I have is going to be great for the Isaac fight, because Isaac, even when flying, counts as a grounded enemy. Because I suppose they forgot or didn't think it would make sense to change his state of flight mid-fight, even though they do as far as the animation is concerned. Alright, thanks, men. Thanks also, men. That's fine. Mine. Alright, so Isaac's gonna get 1 cycled. Dang. So close. 2 cycles pretty good though. Same applies for Blue Baby, by the way. Not even Key Bum. So the Samson's Chain's another item that blocks tears. It does contact damage to enemies, and it can also be used to break rocks and such. So since it's huge, the chain is not properly connected to me, and it's hilarious. And then Dead Bird is pretty much useless, but, you know. When I get hit, it'll be summoned and attack stuff for 2 damage per hit with pretty dumb AI, but like not the worst in the world. So it'll work out somehow or another. Oh, I don't want to be near you. So as long as I get like 1 chest drop throughout this floor, my purchase of the contract from below is worth it. But I'm probably not gonna. Like, just being real here is probably not happening. Thanks, guys. Oh, well, that's an item. Turns out it's not a good one. Alright. I got 1. Works out in the end. That's fine. So this lets me refight a room. Since I picked it up, I figure I may as well, especially with a really easy room like this. There we go. Good. Remember, I am gaining damage as I get hit, which is part of the reason I'm willing to tank so much. Oh, it was all worth it in the end. Evil Eye is a chance I shoot out an eye that shoots out my tears along with me as it travels until it hits something. So it's really good. And I picked up the Celtic Cross, which is a chance when I get hit that I get about 7 seconds of invincibility, which would stack with the Polaroid invincibility. But, you know, we did it. That started pretty bad, and it turned out pretty well. Pretty happy with things. And that is going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.